The pandemic's economic impact on the restaurant industry is profound. More than 2.5 million restaurant jobs were wiped out and 110,000 establishments permanently shut down. And now the restaurants that made it through 2020 are having a hard time finding staffers, even though hourly pay did jump nearly 9% over the past year for non-managerial workers. More than a third of small businesses in the hospitality and food sectors say their ability to operate was affected by worker availability. Joining us now is Chris Fuselier, the owner of Blake Street Tavern in Denver, Colorado, and Teresa Nguyen, co-owner of Babar, a Seattle-based Vietnamese restaurant. Thank you both for joining us. We appreciate it. So, Chris, first of all, just tell me, what has it been like trying to hire people during this time? And are there any incentives, anything you're trying to do to convince people to come work for you?
Oh, it's just been near impossible. It was an unintended consequence that when we gave people stimulus payments and pandemic benefits to come back to work, and it hasn't happened. It's really been tough because business has been booming. We just can't find enough workers here in Denver and all across the country.
Teresa, how about you? What's been your experience so far trying to attract workers there in Seattle?
We experienced the same thing. I run Baba with my husband, Eric Bun, and Sophie Bun, who also operate Monsoon, and it has been a challenge for us for the last 8 months. Even though we've been offering medical insurance for the front of the house as well as kitchen staff for the past 5 years, but getting people into the door and maintaining them is a challenge. We've had workers, new workers who start with us for a couple weeks, and they said, they've got offer a job elsewhere because they got other restaurant offering $1 more per hour. So it has been a constant challenge for us in the last 8 months or so.
Chris, what incentives have you tried to offer? What are the things you can maybe try to do to maybe try and lure a few more people?
Oh, boy. We do recruitment bonuses where we've told our staff that if you find someone to work for us, we'll give you $250. I have a staff of 115, and so far I've only had 2 people that have taken advantage of that. You see restaurants all across the country, $250, $500, even $1,000. Here in Denver, we pay a very high minimum wage. We pay $11.75 for servers and bartenders, whereas in Texas it's $213. The pay is good. My bartenders and servers are averaging $25 to $35 an hour, so you can't complain about the money, but you just can't find enough workers. And you're seeing restaurants now that are like closed on Tuesdays. Now, normally at a fine dining restaurant, that would be typical, but in a casual restaurant like ourselves, we're not built to be closed, 1 day a week or 2 days a week. So that's what we're having to pivot. And we're really nervous here in Denver because we have the All-Star game coming next month, and we're not sure a lot of our restaurants have enough workers.
Chris, you mentioned the unemployment benefits are probably a big issue here. What do you think is the solution?
Well, I'm in a battle with our governor here in Colorado. He's a Democratic governor, and all the Democratic governors in the country are keeping the federal pandemic benefits through September, except I saw that the Louisiana governor, Edwards, yesterday, he changed to end the benefits. And in this case, I have to side with the Republicans because we have to get people back to work, and we got to get them going, and it's just been too long. And we have a situation now where everyone's been offered an opportunity to be vaccinated. Business is great. There's plenty of jobs available. And it sickens me as a business owner that people are still receiving really great benefits when there's so many jobs available.
Teresa, what are your thoughts? What do you think is the solution here? I know Seattle has pretty high minimum wage. I used to live there some years back. So what do you think should be done?
Yes, Seattle, we have a minimum wage of $15 per hour for the front of the house. And we've been trying with Babar is turning 10 on July 7th. So we've been assessing all of our expenses to see if it's feasible to offer the retirement benefit to our front of the house and back of the house as a benefit. And so we're going to meet with a couple company reps next week, Tuesday, as a matter of fact, to look into the retirement benefit to maintain and attract new employees.
All right. Well, Teresa and Chris, we appreciate you both taking the time to talk to us this morning. We're glad your businesses have made it through the pandemic and wishing you all the best as you try and find more employees to help you through a busy summer. All right.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.